Welcome everyone to a trip down Stoner Drive. I am your host Shag Wellenbolt, or you can call me Shaggy. Zoinks, zoinks! And this is a platform to tell people stories about how cannabis has positively or maybe even negatively affected their lives. I don't care if you're a patient, a brand, a distribution, an athlete, a politician. If you have a story to tell, I want to hear it. So hopefully this gives you an educating and entertaining look behind the scenes of the booming cannabis industry. And if you like my videos, please give a like and subscribe to my YouTube. Also go to my website, shagwellensway.com, to get your shaggy swag and rock the clothes that you see in my videos. And welcome. So today we are set up outside of Sessions by the Bay. I am testing out my equipment, making sure I have everything going, because starting next week, actually starting Sunday, we hit the road where we're going to be starting the Travel Stoner Guide. So what I'm going to be doing is going to each city, eventually hitting the whole country and interviewing people. What we're going to be doing is, showing you the best places to buy bud, the best smoke spots, the fun activities or unique events to the city. Do apologize for any lack. All right, so hopefully that works. I'm gonna try to send it to the camera voice, but the mic keeps messing up. So let me know if it does or if I don't notice it at all. But yeah, so we're outside of the Sessions by the Bay. We're going to be interviewing patients, managers, brands, honestly anybody. So come by. I'll be here for the next few hours until about 7:45, 8 o'clock. I'm going to be interviewing anybody and everybody that wants to check out the mastering machine. And yes, it's a mastering machine. Mastering means master craftsman, and that's what I've been doing. I've been crafting my dream for it's taken me almost 2 years. I bought the RV back at Halloween. Would have been 2 years from when I bought it. I really didn't start putting work into it until about that January, but I pretty much every other week, me and one person, we would be like, all right, this is the next project. So all the paint you see around, seeing the shower. And I am really excited for how it's turned out. So make sure you catch me on the road. We will be going next month is where we're starting the Travel Stoner Guide. We will be hitting Tucson, then head up to Phoenix, and then Sedona and Flagstaff after that, Grand Canyon and Kingman, and then we will be ending the first season or the first bit of it at MJ BizCon in December. So we'll be doing Las Vegas then. Then gonna take a little break for the holidays, go join some friends in Quartzsite. And finally, we're going to come back to SoCal. We're going to be in San Diego, LA, Palm Springs, and Orange County from January until May. And then May, we take off for Northern California, Oregon, and Washington. This is completely definitely covered. Luckily, work fully remote for Herb, the magazine. So make sure you check out Herb. Also, if you're a cannabis brand, hemp brand, dispensary, anything like that, hit me up, shaggy@herb.co, and we will get you. We handle marketing, so we're going to get your brand on Meta. We can do a bunch of other stuff, but if you're looking at help with marketing, hit me up for Herb. Other than that, the whole podcast thing has been on the side. I've been with her for a year. I've been working on this podcast for 2 to 3 years. And I'm small, but still growing and growing fast, luckily. And I think with the mastering machine built out, it's just going to grow bigger and bigger. And the whole goal is to bring me and my dog Scooby and Riley to see everything we can across the country, show you the cannabis scenes of every city, and I want to work with as many brands and content creators as I can. And so, if you're a content creator in Arizona, if any of the cities I talked about, if there's some places you recommend that I need to hit, a little bit about the schedule. I'll be in Tucson from the 19th to the 29th. Then I'll be in Phoenix from the 29th to November 9th. I'll be in Sedona from November 9th to the 14th, I believe. Sedona and Flagstaff, I know I'm doing the 9th to the 17th. Kingman, the Grand Canyon, the 17th to the 24th. Is from the 21st to the 9th. So quite a bit of traveling, lots to see, lots to do. And so I'm really stoked. And the Travel Stoner Guide, the main videos will be on my YouTube. All my platforms you can follow Shag Wellens Way. But on YouTube is where I will have the main video and tour guides. It's going to be 15 to 20-minute videos for each city. So I'm really excited. I have a couple photographers I've already reached out to. I know some stops will be Harambe Cafe. We're also talking to Carmen from Mariposa CBD Treats. So I'm excited to meet up with her at Harambe. We're Consensus Holding. They have a bunch of brands, so I'm really excited. Gianni over there. Have to shout out Adelia from Event High. She has absolutely been incredible. If you're looking for any cannabis events or hosting cannabis events, make sure you use Event High. They're awesome, and Adelia has been incredible playing this. I knew her years ago, both her and her husband, and they moved out to Arizona. So when I was thinking about Arizona, they're the first people I hit up, and she's connected me to so many different brands. And so shout out to her. I'm so stoked. But I also don't want this to be just, what would you search or Google or any of that? I want input from locals. So if somebody comes into your town and you're trying to show why your city should be on the map for cannabis, that's what I want to show. So tell me why Tucson should be on the map for cannabis. Tell me why Phoenix should be on the map, why Sedona or Flagstaff, or while people are going to Vegas, why do they need to stop into Arizona, and what is what I want to highlight. So really exciting. So again, where to buy. So the best dispensaries. These could be bigger ones, but I also want to show some mom and pop shops. So if there's any that you really love, hit me up. Tell me why I should hit that. If you have a contact, that's even better. So then I can plan a whole day, just like I'm doing here at Sessions. I'm set up outside. Unfortunately, I won't be able to smoke on this stream. You have to smoke inside at the lounge. Different streams I will be consuming. So respecting the laws. But we've pulled mesh 2 sessions. It's set up outside for a few hours, and that's what we can do at any of the dispensaries or brands that we're going to visit. So if you got an event in the timeline that I'll be there, or if you have a dispensary or a smoke shop, hit me up and let's do an event there. I can work remote, so I'll pull up. We'll just be posted up for a few hours, do a meet and greet, and interview anybody and everybody. Why do they like your shop? Why'd you open your shop? Why'd you get into the cannabis industry? All of these need to be discussed, and this is your platform to do it. So really appreciate anybody that is following along that. And then, so YouTube will be the main long content. I will stream when I'm at events, so I do want to utilize Twitch. Also, when I'm gaming, just in the middle of nowhere, the mountains or so, and chat with anybody and just grow this video. And so yeah, I just want to interview, talk to as many people as I can, and I feel like Shaggy is, or what I've built. Just do it. It's easy to talk to. Or I'm easy to talk to. It gives people a nostalgia factor, and yeah, I'm excited to hit the road. So, I am going to just not take a break, but just check, make sure that the volume, the mic hasn't clicked out in a little bit. So I just want to make sure everything's working here on Twitch or on YouTube. The camera clicks out. Just any feedback is appreciated. Hopefully, I will be having some guests. So if you are a brand or anybody you're watching this and you're getting off work, head down to Sessions by the Bay. Again, I'll be here until about 8 o'clock, just interviewing anybody and everybody. They have a reggae night that they're doing, I believe, starting at 6 upstairs. So they're going to have a great band, live music, and then Smoke Sesh TV. And then, yeah. And then we hit the road on Sunday. So it's exciting. We got Bayfest this weekend in San Diego. Gavin Hike is doing a hike. So I believe it's closed off. If not, make sure you get a reserve or RSVP. That way you can meet us up on the hike. And I will be having the Mess machine there. So we'll be doing interviews as well. I think somebody might have just pulled up. Yeah, just post outside. If you see the door open, just come, knock, say what's up, and hop on the show. Oh, show. Oh, looks like we might have somebody. If you see the door open, just come. Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, baby, chill. She's good. Can't wait. Do a quick interview. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Hold in, brother. Back up, Scooby. Back up. Woo! So we just got the people from Strictly Lit just rolled up. They're handling the event, but they hooked me up with some swag. So we got, let's hit these. Woo! Let's go. I love the team at Strictly Lit. They're awesome. And they got a bunch of stuff. So I think they got a tequila brand, energy drink brand, and cannabis. Oh, I already know I'm going to have this stolen by my girlfriend. Like, I love this hoodie. This is such a dope hoodie. This is 100% getting stolen by her. Oh, Scooby, you're fine. Yeah, she's friendly. She barks, but she ain't gonna. As long as I'm here, she ain't doing nothing. What's up, Scooby? Few of the team up on and just kind of talk and tell their story what they do. So, yep, I got you, brother. Yeah, you. I got you, brother.
Awesome. Spot right here, bro. Yeah. This is the spot. Excuse me.
Appreciate it. Awesome, brother. I'll make this quick, but yo, thank you for stopping by and
absolutely, bro.
So yeah,
on the Twitch right now.
Yep, this is on Twitch and YouTube.
Nice.
Just doing live. I'm more testing out my equipment, making sure StreamYard's working, my mics are working, the audio's working, everything like that. So, so far doing good. People want to comment, but yeah, I appreciate it. So,
we got this having me on.
Oh, absolutely,
bro.
So, first off, how did you get started with Strictly Lit? Or what was the first of the company?
It's a journey, bro. I mean, Strictly Lit started, a long time ago, back in 2018. Started out because my mom was passing away from cancer, and what I mean, I was trying to find something to keep past the whole 6 months. That's what the doctor said. You got 6 months, and we got it. You know what I mean? We made it all the way to the 6th month, and she enjoyed the rest of the time that she was here with us, and we had a good ride.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what type of cancer?
She had a stomach.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. It helped me start this journey.
Yeah.
It also, it takes you to a different experience in life. And with that experience, you start to learn patience. You also, it just comes with a lot of the territory that we're always dealing with. Of being able to do certain things and not being able to do certain things, and it makes you a believer in that there's a higher power too. You know what I mean? Because you're with them again someday.
No, I completely agree, cool. And I actually love it. I've met you at events and other things like that, but that's something I didn't know about you, and that we actually share. So I lost my mom to breast cancer, and I was young. And she was in Kenya, but so they could say like criminals and stuff like that. And this is after she passed. And I was growing up, I was like, my mom wasn't a criminal, and so it got me intrigued with cannabis. And so then the more I studied it, got in the industry. Unfortunately, I did just lose my dad to cancer recently. What was great is the knowledge that I gained throughout the years. I was actually able to help my dad and give him that time, just like you were, your mom. And I always tell people, I'm like, it's not a miracle drug. We're not going to be able to cure, even though there are some curing aspects of cannabis. But we're going to be able to make you enjoy the time you do have, and maybe get a little bit more confident, create more memories. So,
yeah, I mean, first off, my condolences. I think I told you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
No, I love that you hit me young. Yeah.
You know, and also, you know, there is no handbook for it. You know, all you got and all you can depend on is the friends that you got around you that hopefully it's what you experience. But if there is someone out there to help you guide and go through the ropes of whatever it takes to make them here longer, then by all means, you know, share the information. You know, and I share it with everybody. That's why, you know, Strictly Lit was you know, founded on helping people. It wasn't just something that, you know, like a drink that just trying to make all kinds of money, or it wasn't just a tequila that, you know, that's trying to be put in every bar. Like, this is a cannabis thing that we use to actually help people. I still have people that are on my team till this day that I help out. Don't charge them. I take care of them as best as I can, because there's other things too. It's not just cancer. I mean, I have people that you know, have other, you know, with anxiety, and, you know, also, you know, of course, the different cancers that are treatable with cannabis. So it does help out.
Taking care of patients at the beginning, but then they kind of phase
They
out.
just phase out.
And so I love that you're keeping that priority.
That's what it's always been about. You know, it's my main goal has never been to become this multi-millionaire that's just going to live, you know, extravagant, you know, crazy extravagant life. Like, no, man, I mean, we can't take none of this shit with us anyways.
Exactly.
You know, so why not make a difference, you know, and leave a footprint here on Earth. Brand, doing what you do. And a lot of people don't do that, man. Just do your part. They don't spoil for putting their part.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, and I absolutely love that, because when you look at the name Strictly Lit, like, you think cannabis should just getting high and everything. So I love showing people the different behind the scenes of it. It's like, yeah, it's good for marketing stuff, but there's so much more meaning behind it. So,
I mean, that's the way I feel, anyways. I mean, I feel like, you know, you want to get somebody's attention with your brand, get your attention with your logo, and then after that, you explain to them what it's really about.
Yeah.
And then when people see what your real agenda is, they'll mess with your brand more than any other brand. Because it's more to the people than the person that's doing it for money. About brand. And again, there's joy sense. So I mean, I'm happy.
Well, I love that. I won't take up too much more of your time, but I got just a few more questions.
Absolutely.
Was there a specific strain that you felt helped your mom, or that she really enjoyed the most during the last time?
With her, I didn't really use specific strains. I just used RSO oil, and I used a lot of CBD stuff. You know, because my mom didn't really like being groggy and sleepy, even though the opioids were doing that anyways. You know, but a little bit more. And a lot of people know this. I want to share that is that, you know, you do have, you know, opioids that, you know, and she's under your care. You have to throw them in the trash.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, they're going to try to charge you with neglect, and that's what they did. Really? Even though my mom wasn't in pain, even though my mom was walking around, even though my mom was eating inside, smoking a cigarette, if they weren't taking
it's just money,
bills, yeah, then they charge you. So that's when they took her away. They took her to hospice, and she died 3 days later. You know, because she just went to sleep after that.
Yeah.
They just pumped her full of morphine. And, you know, and it sucks, but, you know, I'm glad that I was put in the path where I can actually tell people what the journey is, and what to expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not always going to be death. It could be a healing process. You know, you can actually help people where it actually cures, you know, where it actually takes away a lot of the symptoms, and then doctors are like, oh wow, it's not there anymore. And I've had it happen with quite a few people, where they're actually able to actually sleep throughout the whole night. Or not, gaining all this, able to go to work and stuff like that. So specific things that we work on for the people. You can't really find RSO oil anymore.
No.
And you can't really find gummies that don't
like
have sugar in it, because sugar does feed the cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So we specialize in a lot of that stuff. I think of the bag I gave you, put some gums in there. So you can try those out too. I been really like those. It's different.
Absolutely.
And yeah, absolutely. And we've been growing though. We've been doing other things besides just the cannabis. We jumped over to the water industry, dropped over to the merch industry, just to get more eyes on the brand, and spread the word even more.
Yeah.
It helps a lot of people out.
Well, I think that's great. And out of the new products coming out, is there one that you All right. Had to switch computers. Let's see how that works. So far, working way better. Let's see. Test, test. All right. I think I got it working now. I switched. Test, test. All right. There we go. So I hope you were able to check out the interview. All right. Should be working. Switch computers. So hopefully it's faster. I just tested it up on YouTube, so I know that's working. Let's see how it is on Twitch. But I appreciate anybody that's here. Thank you for the feedback. I do apologize for everything. I just switched the computer, so now hopefully the mic and the camera should be working. There should be no more delay. I think the RAM on this computer is a little bit faster than my work computer, which that's crazy. Shouldn't be, but it is. So welcome back. Let's show what got from Strictly Lit. First off, wow, that hoodie is so sick. So hyped for that. So got a few other things. Woo-hoo. We got, dang, he hooked us up. Got some goodies. We got some other stuff. Again, unfortunately, can't be consuming here because I am in the parking lot of Sessions by the Bay. So if you want to get high, you just go up to the lounge, get a little stone, come back down here, check out the messaging machine, and let's do an interview or a podcast. So I'm excited for anybody that is joining. Again, I'll be starting the Stoner Travel Guide. Starting on Sunday, we hit the road. I'll be in each city for about 7 to 10 days. 7 to 10 days. And then we'll be having a highlight video, 15 to 20 minutes for each city, showing you the best places to buy weed, the best smoke spots, fun activities or events unique to the city, and the best munchies. So if you have any suggestions in Tucson, Phoenix, Sedona, Flagstaff, Grand Canyon, Kingman, or Vegas, please let me know. And make sure you follow along the journey. Tag me. If you see me on the road at any point, please tag me in any photos, any videos. I'm excited. Whew. It has been a long day, but I am excited. If you have any questions, or if you're blazing up on anything, it was 420. It is 420. Well, now it's 520, but it was 420 when I started. So if you're blazing up on anything, tell me what pieces you're smoking on, what brands. Again, when I go out to Arizona, I'll be interviewing Consensus Holdings, which they have a bunch of brands under them. So I'm really excited. We're going to have, it's like Kiva, Kurova, Keef, just bunches. I think Birdies is under them, a bunch of different brands. So we'll be seeing a farm, we'll be seeing the edibles, we'll be seeing the wax. They do a little bit of everything over there. They have so many brands under them. Harambe Cafe will be doing a meet and greet. We'll also be interviewing Carmen from Mariposa CBD. We have Old Tucson. We're going to hit up their Halloween event, Scooby. Oh, and for anybody that didn't know or hasn't met, this is Scooby. I've had her she's 7, so I've had her for 5 years. Got her right before COVID. and she's a retriever chow. Adopted her from Tragic to Magic. They're a group around here that goes and rescues TJ Street dogs, gets them their shots, a little bit of tiny training, and then gets them adopted. So we hosted an event. Myself and Shane uh, hosted an event. It was Pause for the Cause. All right, fine, you went down. Pause for the Cause, where we were, talking about how CBD and other things work with animals, just like they interact with our body. And then we had 5 dogs adopted, raised like $1,500, and Scooby was one of them. So they actually let me keep her, and I didn't have to pay anything, and yeah, it was awesome. So I want to take them on the road, and then I have another dog, Riley, aka and Riley I've had for 13 years. So I've had her since Virginia. She's followed along the journey. So we're excited to come to any city near you. Damn, I really want to smoke. I definitely want to go in and do a little smoke. So maybe at one point I will take the people on Twitch because I can go live straight from my phone. So maybe I'll go and I'll stream a little bit in Sessions by the Bay, and we can, have a little live stream and smoke up together in there. So appreciate it. Again, also, if you're a brand, I know I've had a few people hit me up on Insta. So I had a couple people. I saw somebody from Maven was here earlier. We interviewed Strictly Lit. I got a few other people coming. So come by, say what's up. If you see the door open, just knock, hop on the stream and say what's up. If you have any questions about the Travel Stoner Guide, when I'll be where, what spots I'm hitting, anything like that, feel free to ask. Feel free to comment on what you're consuming, where you're at, where you're tuning in from. I know I got some people from Virginia and other areas. So, thank you, Peter, earlier for helping me figure out the mic and stuff. So hopefully it should still be working. There should be no more lags or delays. It looks like the picture quality, at least from the camera, is really good. So I do really enjoy that. When I'm on the road, we'll be taking the Travel Stoner Guide. We'll be edited into a video together, but I will be streaming just from different dispensaries, lounges, just different areas I'm in. If it's on the weekends, it's probably going to be, or weekend nights, it's probably going to be like gaming or something like that. If it's during the day or like on a Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably be at an event. But we're excited. We're going to be gone from October 19th, so this Sunday, until January. So it'll be pretty much from October until mid-December, where I'll end in Vegas for MJ BizCon. But then we're going to hit Parker and Portside and meet some family friends down there and go camping with them. And they've been on the road for about 3 years, RV lifestyle. So I'm excited to see theirs because I know they got a beautiful rig. They got all the amenities and all the perks. And so I'm excited to finally camp with them because up until we got this wrapped about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I was boondocking. So I've lived in this RV for almost 2 years, and we would just park on the bay. We park just different spots, move it every 2 or 3 days. Honestly, it looked like a junker, so nobody bothered me. The window was missing from when Scooby jumped out of it 2 years ago. But now that it's wrapped, we have been hitting different RV parks, different campgrounds, using Harvest Host. If anybody is starting the RV lifestyle or the camping lifestyle, van life, Harvest Host is amazing. You pay a flat fee, $170 a year. Then you get discounts to all these spots. You get some free nights, so you usually get 1 or 2 free nights at each spot that host, and then you can pay depending on the spot for an extra couple nights. So we have one spot we're staying. We got the first 2 nights free, and then we pay $25 a night for thereafter. So for like a week, just under, we're paying like $100. So really highly recommend Harvest Host. It's usually vineyards, breweries, distilleries, things like that. Some farms, but there's a couple different spots I've seen, like aquatic centers and just, some people it's just property, their little farms. People have set up there. So really stoked. There's a lot of good places to check out. Our first day will be with Harvest Host this week in Tucson, and then we have Francis Day in Phoenix, and then a few other spots we have to bounce around and still schedule. So really, really excited for that. If anybody has any suggestions, always welcome. Again, we're hitting the road for pretty much the first time, even though I've owned this rig for 2 years. We're constantly doing new things. So, I've replaced the oven with other electronics. The fridge is almost working. I think I just need propane, but we also ordered a cooler to go along. So yeah, it's a journey and constantly getting better. I'm gonna take a quick 15-minute break. I'm gonna go inside to Sessions by the Bay, check out what's going on there, and smoke up a little bit, and then I will be back shortly. So join me at 5:45, where we'll be back on and hopefully interviewing some more guests. So talk to you soon.